This reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto.
If you haven't heard, President Trump has approved the Crypto Strategic Reserve, which is incredibly bullish for the crypto market. And yet, despite that, the crypto market seemed to react with apathy. Despite this, it is absolutely clear that we have a pro crypto administration. This will be a pro crypto cycle, and there will be huge winners from this sector, in my opinion. And to take advantage of what I believe will be a windfall of liquidity entering the crypto market, let's look at some of my top value picks for the crypto market right now. These are in no particular order, but I want to start with Dogecoin simply because it's easy to explain and to understand. Dogecoin was one of the original memes that was created forever ago. It has intrinsic value in that it's a simple token that people can just trade and use just as a means of exchange, very simply put. It also has the element of virality, which, the cute dog logo of the token is usually associated with its viral potential. If Bitcoin trades higher, 125,000, 150,000, potentially 200,000, we can see Doge definitely pump. In 2024, Doge had an amazing year. It broke out and it was just pumping, particularly in Q3 and Q4, just day over day, week over week. Now that we have a pro crypto administration, a Bitcoin strategic reserve, in which case we don't necessarily know what that looks like, but the government could be making open market purchases. I don't know how routinely, but we're going to guess that these purchases are going to make the remaining Bitcoin scarcer, which in turn will drive the price of the asset. As this happens, a lot of that liquidity trickles down to altcoins, and with Doge being in the top 10 and also the biggest meme coin, I'm predicting that Doge is going to have a breakout year and could trade over $1 at the peak of the cycle. So Doge is definitely a token to consider if you're looking for exposure to crypto and can stomach volatility. The next token is a bit sophisticated. It's Chainlink. I've made plenty of Substack articles about Chainlink. Chainlink is simply, I like to think of it as like crude oil. Like you look at data. Data is the new crude oil. Some people call it that. And what Link essentially facilitates, it connects off-chain data, which just means data in real life, and non-blockchain databases, and it connects it to the blockchain, which allows it to facilitate different transactions and interact with artificial intelligence, which will be huge. We know that with clear regulation, there could be a windfall of liquidity entering the market, which means that businesses, entrepreneurs, builders in the space are going to be looking for solutions to build now that they have clarity on crypto regulation. So Link could be a breakout token simply because to have the oracles, which Link possesses, the oracles communicate with the off-chain data and connect it to the on-chain data. You have to purchase Link to do so. So it creates demand for Link, particularly in a builder's sort of market, which it looks like we could be at the beginning of now that we have clarity in the crypto market in terms of regulation. This reminds me of a quote I saw where it said, during a gold rush, you don't want to be a person in pursuit of gold. You want to be the person selling the shovels. We know that data has huge value because it enables smart contracts and artificial intelligence to facilitate different operations. And we know that if Link is simply the means of which data is transmitted between off-chain and on-chain, we know that they're going to be almost like the people selling shovels during a gold rush, right? They're not necessarily competing with a myriad of builders. While they are building their independent project, they also have this utility-driven token that could see just a huge amount of demand. Last but not least, we have Ethereum. I love the trade potential for Ethereum. I mean, it almost seems like a no-brainer, but the sentiment on Ethereum I think it's hitting an all-time low. So much so the internal leadership is potentially changing. We have had the price lag for like over, a year or so, where tokens like Solana and Su have like rocketed hundreds of percent, if not thousands of percent, particularly in the case with Solana. And yet, despite that, it remains the largest blockchain in terms of TVL, in terms of DeFi, in terms of where money is flowing. So despite what people are saying about Ethereum, don't get it twisted. Ethereum still has a huge value proposition, and as builders enter the space, they're going to want to go where money has already been for a long time, and that's going to be in Ethereum. So Ethereum could definitely trade upwards. I don't know. Right now, it's down 50% from its last all-time high, which was about 4,800. So, in my opinion, Ethereum could have a really big breakout year because people are sort of tired of holding it, especially seeing all these other tokens rocket. There's some holder fatigue there. There's a bit of bullishness in the market that is not necessarily being noticed by people who are potentially interested in Ethereum at the moment because they're just tired of holding the token. The price hasn't moved in forever. But this is a great time for someone who's a value buyer to come in and buy and just build a position over time. I wouldn't recommend looking for a pump on Ethereum tomorrow. It could happen, but over time, we definitely believe that Ethereum is going to be bid up simply because it's where all the action is really happening on chain in terms of institutional big money. Digesting the news that we've seen in the market with President Trump launching a meme coin to him announcing that the United States will be the center of crypto and artificial intelligence and manufacturing. We know that this is not the cycle to be sidelined in terms of having exposure to crypto. This is going to be a huge, in my opinion, huge moment for crypto, perhaps the biggest moment in crypto history. And I think it would really be a shame to be sidelined as things take off. So, not financial advice, but do give the crypto sector a bit of a look. Not financial advice, but of course, I would not be sidelined during this bull market. And remember, the market is often irrational. If you look at the market to try to systemically understand what's happening at a micro level, it oftentimes doesn't make sense because it's no different than a grocery store. There's just people buying and selling various things, right? So over time, with patience, getting exposure to crypto could pay off in a big way, but it's not going to necessarily happen overnight. That said, I work with Paul Mampilli, who has 20 plus years of experience on Wall Street and managing big money funds, who later in life left that uh, nice life to help everyday investors like myself and you. And we're hosting a webinar coming up in about 2 weeks. And I would love to have you come. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is click this link to get exposure here and to secure your seat. Space is limited because we do have quite a large audience that we send content to every day. So if you're interested, please secure your seat rather quickly. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll be back in a week or so with another video. See you later.